Interior suburban neighborhood, day. It is a clear, sunny day when we encounter young Josh Stratford, a 16-year-old boy who waits patiently at a corner. He wears an old backpack that has his name written in bold permanent letters on the suede bottom. He nervously taps his foot and fiddles with the strap on his backpack. Josh looks from one end of the street to the other, noticing the large oak trees that perfectly line each side of the street. Directly across from him is young Isla Kelly, an attractive 18-year-old with legs for miles and waves of soft brown hair. Josh is taken aback, his mouth slightly gaping as she bends over to put her bag in the open trunk of her car. Isla is wearing her signature cutoff shorts, and as she leans over, her loose, wrinkled plaid shirt exposes a tan, taut midriff. She stands up and flicks a strand of hair out of her face, then happens to look across the street at Josh. Stunned, Josh quickly looks behind him, then back at Isla, who gives a quick smile and nods hello. He awkwardly begins to wave back, but is cut off by an approaching school bus. The door opens in Josh's face. Interior school bus, day. Josh stands at the front of the school bus, scanning the rows of students for an empty seat. As he walks down the aisle, he passes an interesting array of students. 2 rows are full of girls giggling and staring at him. Another row shows a couple holding hands and staring at each other. Another row is reserved for a couple of boys staring at a nudie mag. And in the last few rows are a couple of pale-faced goth kids, and Martin, a chubby kid with bad acne. Josh is about to sit down next to him until young Dylan Kessler, 14 years old and a face full of freckles, pulls him next to her.
You don't want to do that. He's hard.
Dylan and Josh both look at Martin again, who leans slightly to his left and lets a small one out.
Wow, thanks.
It's no big. Someone's got to look out for the new kid.
You can tell?
Oh yeah, I know it's a new school year and all, but no one takes that long deciding whether or not to sit next to Bart and Martin.
Josh looks over at Martin and gives him a shy, honest smile. Martin, with a bag of Oreos in hand, smiles back. He holds out a cookie.
Would you like a cookie?
I'm good, thanks.
Martin twists the Oreo perfectly in half and eats it slowly while staring at Josh.
Want the other half?
Still good, thanks.
Martin goes back to looking out the window, then farts again.
By the way,
Josh?
yeah, how do you know that?
I'm psychic. Plus, it says so in your backpack. I'm Dylan.
Dylan reaches out her hand to shake Josh's, but the bus suddenly comes to a stop and Josh hits his head on the seat in front of him. Dylan pats him on the back and laughs.
Well, we're here. Good old Jackson High.
The two get up and Josh lets Martin go before him. Martin, Josh, and Dylan are the last to get off the bus. Just as they step off, Martin makes a face. Dylan grabs Josh's arm and pulls him away, right before Martin lets another one out. Interior Jackson High School, day. Josh and Dylan are inside the high school. It is a typical high school. Lockers line the halls and various posters advertising upcoming football games and pep rallies are taped on the walls. We are in front of the registration office where students are lined up in front of signs designating last names beginning with A through E, F through I, J through R, S through Z. Josh and Dylan stand together, away from the lines of students, both looking at their schedules.
English, room 302, Miss Fellini.
Fellini? She must be new. I got algebra 2 with Taylor.
Josh grabs Dylan's schedule and stares at it in disbelief.
Algebra 2? What grade are you in?
8. I'm just really good at math.
Guess so. Hey, where's room 302?
Oh, I'll show you.
Dylan leads Josh down the hall. Interior Jackson High classroom, day. Josh enters the class and looks around for a seat. There are several conversations buzzing in the air among groups of 15-year-olds. Josh picks up one of the last desks left, front and center, and takes a seat. Moments later, Dana Bellini, an attractive brunette in her late 30s, enters quickly and out of breath. Her heels make loud knocking sounds with each step, and there are papers flying out of her posh leather bag.
Sorry I'm late. Just had to finish up some work on a photo shoot that took like forever. Stupid photographer. Anyway, I'm here now, so let's begin. I'm Miss Fellini, and I will be your English teacher for the year, or at least until I don't have to work anymore. Relax. Just a joke. Kind of. Well, I don't have a roll sheet, so I'm just going to pass the paper around and you can put your names on it.
Dana passes the paper around and it makes its way to Josh. Fred Dangler, a lanky 15-year-old with a 4-inch tall fro, is seated to the left of Josh and smiles in amusement with his new teacher. Fred leans over to Josh just as he's about to pass him the sign-in sheet.
Figured she'd already read on this. She's always at my dad's bar. Mandy can tell you some stories about that. She's damn fine though, I'll give you that. Yo, can I borrow a pen?
Sure.
Josh hands Fred his pen. Fred turns away to sign his name.
Okay, so once about what you did all summer.
Dana pulls her cell phone out of her purse and begins to walk out of the class just before a hand flies into the air. We see that the hand belongs to Fred.
Yes? Oh, and say your name.
Well, first off, it's Frederick Montgomery Dangler III. And second, how long do you want to do this for?
Until the bell. I'll be back by then, but just in case I'm not, well, you know where lunch happens.
Dana exits the room. Interior Jackson High hallway. Day. As we hear a bell, Josh exits the classroom. Fred runs after him and taps him on the shoulder.
Hey man, you want your pen back?
Oh yeah, thanks. I'm Josh Farley.
Yeah, I've seen you around my neighborhood. I'm on Reader Drive. Good to meet you. I'm Fred.
Frederick Montgomery Dangler III. Right. You getting lunch?
Nah, I gotta wait until after school. I'm going to my dad's place. I get all the buffalo wings I can eat free. Hey man, you can come if you want.
That would be cool, but I gotta go home because I told my mother I'd wash the car. Maybe after the plus, I'm starving. Should eat something now.
Well, gotta stay fit and healthy, right? Next time for sure though. I'm telling you, all the wings you can eat.
Sweet man, thanks.
As Josh and Fred are walking, the hallway splits and they part into different directions. We see Josh walking down a new hall.
Josh!
Josh turns and faces Fred. Josh suddenly catches a green apple flying from Fred's hand. He inspects the apple, and on it we see a bad picture of a naked woman with huge breasts, drawn in black marker. The picture is labeled Miss Bellini and has eating written on it.
Stay healthy.
Exterior Josh's house day. Josh lies flat out on the garden grass next to a bucket of soapy water. He stares plainly at the sky. Kids are shouting and playing on the sidewalks and in the garden surrounding Josh's house. Suddenly, a scrubbing brush flies at him and lands on Josh's stomach. He jumps up, startled, looks over towards the direction where it came from. Josh's mother, Judy, small, kind eyes, stands in the doorway with her hands on her hips. Feel like getting off your ass and cleaning the car? She looks over at the car, then throws a chocolate bar at Josh, smiling. He pulls it from the sky. Josh laughs and opens the wrapper and sticks a bar in his mouth, then picks up the bucket.
Just out of curiosity, have you ever seen Throw Mama on the train?
Ha! My son, the charming one. He wanders towards the car. Oh, and the hose is in the garage. Josh rolls his eyes.
Wonderful.
He puts down the bucket and sponge and walks over to the garage while munching on his chocolate bar.
Dude, can I, do laundry?
He opens the door and walks into the garage. Exterior, Josh's house, day. Josh is on his knees scrubbing the tires while huffing and puffing. He attempts to sing along to a song playing on the car radio. He doesn't know all the words, so he hums in the blank parts. He stands up, exhausted, wipes his brow. A sharp glisten catches his eye from the driveway next door. He jumps up and down to get a better look over the top of the car. It's Isla, wearing skimpy shorts and washing her parents' car. She has stopped to tie her hair back. The glisten comes from Isla's necklace. Josh is transfixed by her. Isla looks over, noticing Josh's head bobbing up and down. Josh sees her looking and stops. He nervously looks down and gets back to work. Suddenly, a sponge flies at him, hitting Josh on the head. He looks up, squinting at the perfect figure of Isla, outlined by the sun, hands on her hips. Isla smiles gleefully.
What's the matter? Cat got your tongue?
Oh no, have not.
What? No, it's an expression.
What?
Never mind.
Josh has no idea where to stare. He tries staring at her eyes, but can't hold her gaze. He nervously looks past her. Isla looks behind her, confused where Josh is looking, looks back deep into Josh's eyes, then glances at the car.
So, car's looking clean.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the shit when it comes to basic auto detailing.
Isla giggles.
Well, I guess I know who to come to next time you need my car washed.
The two share an awkward silence, but stare into each other's eyes.
Joshy!
Josh sees Dylan skipping down the sidewalk. She carries a bottle.
Well, I'll see you around, Josh.
Isla walks off.
Thank you, bye. Yeah, see you around.
He looks down at the floor shyly. Dylan skips up to Josh, a big cheeky grin on her face.
I brought you some lemonade.
Oh, thanks, I'm dying out here.
She hands Josh the lemonade.
So, I have a surprise for you. Want to sneak out after curfew tonight?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Dylan smiles shyly.
Just wanted to check. I need to go, but I'll see you later.
Cool, see you tonight.
Dylan skips off, leaving Josh to think to himself. He smiles and turns to get back